damage allegedly caused by the potholes at the defendant's parking lot. His car was damaged. Are you in the parking lot right now, Mr. Blosma?
Yes, I am.
All right.
They were out here a couple weeks ago patching some, but
Yeah, I'd heard that. You've got a picture of some potholes, which are pretty prodigious.
I came off 131 to get Big B coffee, and parking lot was wet. Sounded like I went off road. Hit so many potholes that I didn't have a choice but to stop and creep through it just to get out of it.
All right, now it was
Caused damage
wet.
to my.
So were the puddles filled with water?
Yes, the whole parking lot was full of water.
All right, show me what it looks like now.
This one right here is 8 foot.
8 foot deep?
8 foot wide. It's about 4 inches deep.
All right, and here's some with water, so you can't really tell how deep they are.
Broke them control arms off the bushings. Forget them things I had replaced. Yeah, both
kind of
lower
vehicle
control
do you have?
arms I had replaced. 2013 Dodge Caravan. All the struts make noises, and the rear axle makes.
I'm not sure a
When I hit a bump
2007
now.
Dodge Caravan would even resell for $7,000.
I lost gas mileage due to the struts being bad, and I'm on buy time means that the axle's making noises now back there.
How many miles on your car?
Currently 145. Last time this parking lot was replaced was 2007, Your Honor.
How does that equate to the fact that this company in California owes you $7,000?
They will not reasonably maintain a parking lot for, what is that, 10 businesses?
How do you know that they own the parking lot?
They're out here patching it.
Well, how do you know they're the owners?
That's who I found through online.
We had 3 different people that we discussed with. They're going to say, take care of this issue until last week that finally they showed up and they paved all those potholes. So it's not a matter of neglect. It's a matter of contractors not being able to do it in a timely manner, which is very unfortunate. There are a little section left because of the rain. They couldn't finish it off. That should be coming back this week. All of a sudden, we have a small claim court notice at my door without any explanation, without any background calls or anything, demanding $7,000 for a damage that I believe the statements were $400 for repair.
Frankly, this parking lot doesn't need pothole repair. It needs to be repaved. But that's neither here nor there.
Believe me, I hate it more than the merchants. Unfortunately, again, because of all the rains and timing and all these contractors being busy, it was pushed back.
So I appreciate the fact that you're trying to do something. The problem is he's threw some spaghetti at the wall and see what would stick.
I was out of a vehicle while it was at the shop, let alone had to order the parts off from Amazon to save $1.
Yeah, how much did you spend out of pocket?
The $400 from the mechanic and another $300 for the part.
Yeah, that's what you get. You don't get $7,000. Your car probably.
But I don't have, Your Honor, I don't have the money to redo the struts and the rear axle on the van plus gas mileage.
You have a 23-year or a 13-year-old van with 147,000 miles on it, and you're attributing all the
17-year-old parking lot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Well, it's not Michigan roads, Your Honor.
Yeah, well, the Michigan roads aren't the greatest either. You asked me to give you $7,000 because you drove through a pothole and you have $499 worth of damage.
This gentleman claimed that he was driving.
Stop. Mr. Blosma, one person can speak at a time.
This gentleman also claimed that he's driving 20 miles an hour in a parking lot to get to the coffee, to Big B. I don't know why someone would drive 20 miles an hour in a parking lot. Somebody makes a claim without us notifying us to begin with, and then come up with $7,000, that's a different story.
Ben, I did try and contact them with that number I put on the lawsuit, but all it was an answering machine that was full that never got answered in 30 days.
Mister, you're asking me to give you more than your van is worth on the resale.
No, I'm asking for the value of my van, Your Honor. 2013 Dodge Caravan.
All right. So do you have an expert that
We can find one for under $10,000, Your Honor.
According to who?
So I was thinking at least 10 grand, but I'll settle for 7 because I'm barely making a buy on it now.
This is a court proceeding. Even though it's small claims, you need some evidence. Not like, well, I think it's worth $10,000.
This gentleman claimed he called the number on the complaint, which is my office number, and it's not an answering service. It's a computerized service that, has no end. I believe he claimed that it was full and never answered. That is not true.
I'm going to give him the cost of the repair and the parts, $700. I find for the plaintiff in the amount of $786.23.